Hi Leo, welcome to my channel. I am Shandra Lynn, and this is your general energy reading for the week. It is the full moon right tomorrow. Full moon, end of July. Um, it is general, so take it how it resonates with you and your life, your situations, and your experiences. Disregard the rest, and we'll get started. So, um, so there seems to be, I'm going to call it a cleared out space. That sounds like the best because it's like, even if things don't look different, things are different. There's this sense of like, oh shit, where do I get started? Um, what is it that I want to do? All of this has to do with energy showing their ass. I'm getting like a mess too. Not necessarily it's not a it is a repeated mess, like whoever made the mess, this is a pattern for them, but this is like a destructive departure kind of mess. Let me see if I can get a card for Leo. Thank you. Okay, yeah. So this is what's saying, like, this is what recently happened. You might not have really done anything, but it says if you get treated like the floor, pull the rug out and watch them fall. That's where it kind of went into them showing their ass. All right. Journey. So yesterday I had pulled a couple of cards and it was saying like it's time for a vision quest for you to go ahead and access that ancient healing wisdom, right? It was the vision quest card and the shaman card that came out yesterday when I pulled it up. And then when I was pulling other cards, I got like, you are worthy, allow the changes. And so this seems to be, it's going to sound weird because it's like if you were like sledding, right, or going down a stream in a kayak or something, you're going with the flow, right? Like, oh, the water or whatever is taking you wherever you go, which is kind of funny because sledding, it's water too, but it's just frozen water. So yeah, right. And like this had a lot to do with emotions. So your flow has to deal with emotions. Their reaction has to deal with emotions. Something's occurring. There is this like exhaustion of like, I'm tired of cleaning up this shit. But in the same sense, there's no move, like there's no energy to go ahead and clean up the mess. It's like leaving it. Is that so? Like whatever it is that you are going through, it's got you kind of in a non-reactive state, or you have placed yourself in a non-reactive state for it. So where everything else is like freaking out, moving here and there, right? Like if you're sledding or whatever, everything around like everybody else on sleds or kayaks or whatever, and they're kind of freaking out, and you got your balance and you're just like, there's no stopping it. It'll end when it ends. You got your balance and you're just kind of looking at the path, right? Like if you're on a kayak, then you're just paying attention to where the water is flowing and how it's flowing. If you're on a sled, you're paying attention to the path in between the trees, right? You're not paying attention to the trees because if you're paying attention to the trees, then you hit the tree. But if you're paying attention on going in between the trees, then you're always navigating your path. So that's kind of what it feels like, but it energetically, that's what it feels like. But reality wise, it seems kind of dudsy or mm, um, picking up like illnesses, stomach bugs, or something like that. Whatever is happening energetically, it's like an emotional reset, right? What you're going through is something emotional. You being non reactive is making others even more emotional. Like, think of you not reacting as them taking their focus off of their past and then, like, they hit a tree because they're so busy looking at you about how you're not freaking out. It's the truth is that if this is what is this is just to let you know, like, you can flow ahead, flow, leave them behind. You're realizing that the reason why all these other energies haven't hit trees or crashed into the rocks or whatever before is because it was like they were tethered to you. So not only were you focusing on your own, but you were taking into accountability how your moves were going to move them because you guys were tethered together. They untethered themselves. It's not even a sense of like, oh, why'd you do that? Like, there is no tethering in this aspect. Like, something outside of your control and outside of their control disconnected the tethering. And you're starting to realize it. But you're also realizing that they're probably all going to crash. So you're dealing with a little bit of like, oh no, I should do something. Focus on your, like, there's that whole guilt, oh, I should do something. That is the part that you have to work on. And you can do that while being super focused on your path. Don't feel guilty about the path, you going further ahead on the path than they are. Because think, when it finally stops, it stops. You're going to be getting to work anyways, and you're not going to exclude the possibility. It's you feel like they are going to automatically arrive at the same place that you did. They might not, but you still are going to take into consideration that they could be, right? But at the same time, you're dealing with those thoughts like, oh my goodness, like, I've been maneuvering all of this. I've been basically towing everything. Yeah. And no, it wasn't like that is getting treated like the floor. These energies treat you, mm, maybe this is you. Let's, like, okay, so look at yourself as a house, right? Providing shelter, safety, nourishment, comfort, all of that stuff, right? And then you got so metaphorically speaking, like, you're the house, and then these people came in and they didn't clean up after themselves. They would, they get mad and they put holes in the walls. There's no maintenance, there's no upkeep, there's no, like, oh no, I need to clean the toilet. Like, you know the kind of energy I'm talking about. But then when the AC's not working, or the roof gets destroyed a little bit more, or the windows aren't keeping in the cold air or keeping out the cold air, all of a sudden it's like this piece of shit house. Like, no, the house was amazing all the freak along. It's just the house, like, they were responsible for how they treated you, kind of, in a sense. You're not a house, but metaphorically speaking, like using the house as the analogy. Just because you want your window to be fixed doesn't mean that it can be fixed if your hands are tied. You know what I mean? And something for a while kind of kept your hands tied. And that would have been part of you. So that way you could realize just what these energies are. You're afraid that when you go and you go ahead and allow yourself to move further ahead, that you're going to plan for them not to be coming. And that's okay too. Because the truth is, they should be planning for themselves. It's okay to leave them behind. They're choosing to leave themselves behind. When you when you live in your house, right, and you've had your house for a while now and your house starts falling apart around you, people don't go, oh my God, I can't believe the house. It's such a piece of shit. No, they kind of blame the people that occupy the house. Like, why aren't you cleaning it? Why aren't you maintaining it? It falls apart because you ignore it. It falls apart because you don't tend to it. And you really don't need to do much to your home in order to keep it from falling into shambles. Depending, we're going to leave it at that, Leo. You're okay, and this energy is crappy energy. I think that's why it's coming across as wire, because it has you working with your emotions, working through your emotions. But the cords have been cut. They're not tethered to you anymore. And how would you want the people that you love, when they realize that they're being treated this way, how would you want them, what would be your suggestion to them on how to handle it? Because it's probably just get rid of them altogether. And there's your answer. I hope you get focused and have fun on your, like, phew, phew, phew. I think it'll be fun. This part kind of sucks, but that part can be fun. That is your reading for the week. See you next week, Leo.